Hi, and welcome to the month 8 update for my free-to-play Executor Rush account. I have been following the Darth Loquitur Executor Rush guide very loosely since I pretty much began playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I think day 4 I stumbled upon the videos and decided to do that. It seemed like a good idea at the time. We are now 8 months in. Pretty much today, well, 32 weeks in, a little under 8 months, I suppose, but 32 weeks in, 8 months, and we're going to do an update for it. So as you may have already noticed, the Houndstooth is 10 shards away from being at 7 stars. Very exciting stuff. Double Drops has treated me pretty good, Houndstooth-wise. Not so good on some of the other characters I've been trying to farm, but Houndstooth-wise, we've been going all right. We also only need 25 more shards for the Executrix. I believe the Executrix event will show up before the Executor event, and I do have enough crystals to refresh that event so that I can get a 7-star Executrix and complete the Executor journey as soon as it shows up. Why am I saying that? Well, that's because we have all of the characters relicked. This week I managed to finish off all of the relic characters. TIE Fighter Pilot and Admiral Piet were my last two, and it has been a very exciting week for the account. I've been giddy with excitement every time I open up the account on stream and get a little bit more progress done. Admiral Piet was our final relic, and we've been able to get a lot of signal data during this double drop event. But I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm also refreshing the Cantina energy with the 100 crystal refreshes, which has been amazing. Even when you're not in double drops, getting that extra Cantina energy really speeds up any of the Cantina farms that you're planning on doing. Very happy with that. I also managed to get to the energy cap before the double drop event, so I got even more value. As far as dark side nodes are concerned, we are still farming 000. Hasn't been very good during double drops, but we do have 000 at, I believe that's 4 stars. Yes, indeed. Outside of that, we're doing Range Trooper. I got a 16 shard drop from Range Trooper a couple of days ago. I think before double drops, we were kind of halfway through 4th star. Now we're 5 shards away from the 6th star. That is very cool indeed. Our last farm that we are doing on the dark side is the Hyena Bomber. Once I have the Executor all done, all abilities upgraded, all ships up at 85, I will be doing the Malevolence. The Malevolence looks like a good fleet, a fun fleet, and a strong fleet for what you have to invest into it. So the Malevolence is next on the ship list. 2 crewless ships as well means I have to gear up a bunch of characters. On the light side of things, we are using any excess energy to get these Chirotechs. These Chirotechs have been terrible drop rate during the double drop. I feel like I've gotten exactly the same amount as I normally do. It just takes more sims to get them. But we are farming our BT1, which has been pretty good. We are also farming a Houndstooth, see we're 10 away, and the Xanadu Blood, which we are in the home stretch. Less than 80 shards to go for Xanadu Blood. It's still at level 1, but I'm pretty sure I have the shipbuilding materials to take it up to 85 straight away once we have the Executor all done and dusted. Very cool stuff. As far as everything else is concerned, I've been getting 9th or 10th in Fleet Arena. This is the highest I've been knocked in Fleet Arena in a couple of weeks now, 18. I woke up this morning, I was 18 as well. I did one battle for the daily challenges, and that knocked me down to 12th, I think, but we just went straight back to 18. Very frustrating stuff. Managed to keep into the top 200 there, so we're getting one prestige purchase a day. And I was able to win my last Grand Arena as well. Well, not the whole Grand Arena, but the round. This person just really didn't have mods. Everyone in my Grand Arena shards are constantly at least double my galactic power, but their mods are garbage. The fact of the matter is they often have 7, 8, 9 more relics characters than me, so even if they have bad mods, if they've got mods on them, they just have the numbers to whittle me down. Pretty frustrating, but we got to win, so hopefully I can do the same tomorrow. We still have 2 days of double drops left, so a lot more progress can be made. We may even finish off the Houndstooth tomorrow and get a 10 shard day. Having said that, it'll probably be a 0 shard day, but you know, sometimes you've just got to risk the jinx. Now, you may be wondering what I'm planning on doing once I have finished the Executor farm. If you haven't been attending the streams, I pretty much talk about it every stream. But we're going for Dr. Aphra. You may be saying, Fish, no! Dr. Aphra is a terrible character to get at your level in the game. Well, I'm doing it anyway because she looks like fun. A lot of her characters look like fun. Sana Staros' team looks like fun. Hondo Onaka just looks like a really good character. And Sana Staros is about to be accelerated, which means all of her requirements will be accelerated. Outside of that, I'm also doing a lot of account stabilization, I suppose is what you could call it. I want to get my Imperial Troopers to minimum gear 12, because I think that is a great spot to have them at. They punch up very well. That'll mean Dark Trooper hits a lot harder. It'll mean Moff Gideon will be faster. Ranged Trooper also exists, but it'll also help with my assault battles. I want to get these two to gear 12 so I can round out my Bounty Hunter team of Bosk, Boba, Dengar, Grief, and the Mandalorian. I think if they're all at gear 12 at least, that will up their survivability, and Mando will have a better chance of doing a disintegrate. Cad Bane I would like to get to Relic 5 just because his ship is pretty important for the Executor, and Relic 5 seems like a good spot to get him. Padme, I just want a Padme team. Padme team looks like a very solid team. Difficult to counter at my level in the game because you don't have a lot of teams. So that should be fun. Plus, if I have her built up already, by when I get to Proving Grounds, I can add a few more relics to the characters, and I should be able to 3-star some of the Proving Ground events as well. That'll be pretty cool. There are a lot of relics on this team. 2 for Padme, 1 for Anakin, 1 for Ahsoka, 1 or 2 for Kenobi, 2 for R2. I'm not going to bother with the R2 ones. I'm not going to bother with the Anakin one, especially if I plan on moving him into a Qui-Gon team. Completely wasted. The Ahsoka Tano one looks really good. The Unique of Padme looks really good. The Leadership of Padme also looks pretty useful. And Kenobi's looks quite good too on the Ceresu, I think it is. So I'll do Unique, 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 Leader, I think is the Zeta order. I'll do that. If you've got a different idea, let me know, please, in the comments. Wampa got a Wamp. Wampa's a one-man army, and she should be probably the first character I relic, just so that I have a team. I put the Zeta on today. I've got enough Omicrons to put the Omicron on her as well, but I'm going to wait until my next round of Grand Arena, just in case. You know, I just like to hold on to things. I'm a bit of a hoarder. BAM team. BAM team's very fun. It's actually been doing pretty well on offense for me in Grand Arena. I sub in Cara Dune and Han Solo for these two, and there's a lot of stun on that team. There's decent amount of heal, so it does quite good. The only thing it's missing is Dispel. Sometimes it gets stuck behind Taunt. I lost a round the other day because it got stuck behind a dispellable damage immunity on Droideka, and Han Solo kept removing its turn meter and it never got a go, and no matter how much damage we did, we couldn't kill that Droideka. It was very frustrating. But this BT1 and 000 look like they've got a lot of synergy with Queel and IG-11, They're both droids. They're both scoundrels. So they work with the Mandalorian. I'm not quite sure how Queel's, I think it's mechanic savvy, works because it says it only applies to light side droids and scoundrels. So we'll see how that goes on those two. But they've both got shock or burn, and that does a lot, and just debuffs, and that does a lot for these two. So that'll be pretty cool too. And once I get Dr. Aphra unlocked, they'll move there. Hondo Onaka will join the team, and a 5th scoundrel or droid. I have Captain Rex at 7 stars. The Phoenix team are very good. They've gotten me a couple of holds as well with this Omicron, so that's been really good. You may be saying as well, Ezra's literally the worst Phoenix member to be the 5th. You definitely want Sabine or Zeb instead, but both Ezra and Kanan are Phoenix, they're Rebel, and they're Jedi. That is 3 different assault battles they can take part in. If I have them up at Gear 12, I will be able to use them in 3 different assault battles, and that'll be pretty useful as well. Chopper, we're nearly finished the farm for Chopper. That should be done by tomorrow. They'll be at 7 star, and we'll be good to go. Then Ezra and Kanan are both on the same Cantina node as well, so I can farm them up at the same time. And that'll be that. Of course, the Aphra requirements. If we're going for Aphra, we need to get all of the Aphra requirements. Hondo Onaka looks amazing. I was reading his kit yesterday, and it seemed really cool. And Sanasaros' kit also seems like a lot of fun. So we may as well farm up Sanasaros' team. 2 of the 4 are required for Jedi Knight Luke, and Stormtrooper Han is kind of required for Jedi Knight Luke because we need him to unlock Commander Luke Skywalker. Still quite far off. I will probably have most of the other requirements for Jedi Knight Luke before I even have all of the requirements for Commander Luke Skywalker, which may be a terrible decision because Commander Luke Skywalker is an amazing character, but that's just the way I've been planning things out at the moment, and I'm pretty happy with it. If you think that you have a better idea about what I should be doing, feel free to sound off in the comments. I will read it, but I probably won't take it to heart. But I always like seeing comments in the comments section. It excites me. I reply to all of them, or I heart them, or I like them, or I do all 3. It's all very good stuff. The only other thing I want to be talking about are mods. I've been spending all my energy for pretty much the last 3 weeks on slicing materials because I've got a lot of grey mods with speed on them. I need to upgrade them to see if they can be done. So I haven't spent anything on mods in a while. Mods I have the cash for, but I don't have the upgrade material for. So annoyingly, that's just what's happening. If we check them out, even if we go to the bottom, there are some trash mods on some characters that I don't really use. And there are a few mods that we've been getting from events. But if we get to the grey ones, lots of greys with speed on, lots of greys with speed on, lots of greys with speed on. So I just need to start upgrading these and seeing what it is they're actually going to do for me. I have 1 mod that is above 20 speed. I think I have 4 or 5 mods that are above 15 speed, and then everything else is 10, 11 or below. So it's difficult to get speedy characters, but Piet is above 300. Piet is my fastest lad by quite a fair bit, especially if you take into account General Veers' leadership, which gives bonus 20 speed. And that has been very helpful, especially in Arena. I was saying earlier, Grand Arena characters or opponents tend to have pretty garbage mods, so sometimes I even double speed them. That's all for the month of November, I guess. It's our 8th month playing, 32 weeks in. Very exciting stuff. If you've got any questions, if you want any advice, if you want me to rate your account, put some stuff down in the comments. I read it all. Subscribe to the channel if this is your first video or your third video. I've got lots of other update videos online, and I plan on being a little more active here. Keyword being plan in the future. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!